Good afternoon to the viewers of the live stream. Whether you're watching live or after it saves, welcome to another live stream. We've got an interesting predicament in our hands because we're still holding 60K. Question is, can we get a rally back to 70K or do we go down to 50K first? There's nothing new per se, just more review. And we're going to find out, can we get a bounce? We got Crypto Meowasis, Farm Genie, Richard Desmond, Mania, and Blackie. How's everyone doing today? Chris is in the house. Welcome. Tell us good news. There is none. Thanks for asking. Eric Cohen is saying bounce. We got Grease Monkey and Johnny118. I'm telling you, the chat underestimates the possibility of a rally here. Chat's underestimating the rally. Slapback is in the chat. Welcome. Grease Monkey, did you find the indicator you were looking for? Leverage trading has been good. That's good. Nights of Insomnia. Christopher5 says, my Litz is almost back to where I bought in. It's pumping pretty good while Litecoin is still standing still. I appreciate the 5. Yeah, that happens. When something goes straight down, there's usually a relief rally. So this thing has been going down since July of last year. And it just went straight down last month. So you could be in the clear if you can get over this high. I think by the end of August, wherever this thing is, it's going to go back down. So if you can get a big rally back up here and it gets stuck, down. If you can get over this, it's still going to go down, but you might make a double bottom. However, don't get too excited just yet because, again, you've been getting these bounces throughout the entire bear market. So if it's another lower high, I'm going to assume that it will be another lower low. And because of the next move down being the bear market bottom, if this thing is not able to break over the high here at 130, it's going to be the worst one. I do think 40 cents is on the table. But if you get over 130, I'll have to reassess the situation. Because all the crypto stocks are doing the same thing. This is a crypto stock. They all have the same pattern. They're all shit. Because we're bearish. And some of them are performing better than others. You can see ASST, which is apparently the next MSTR, is actually making a higher low, which is actually a really bullish sign. This could be a good play in the next market cycle, ASST. And your stock is doing the same thing. It's going to zero, but because it just went straight down, you're getting a bounce. And I think that's a good sign because it opens up the possibility that we are going to get a relief rally. Even MSTR bounced. So I think the chances of us getting a relief rally are increasing every day. I'm not getting excited just yet, but I'm getting optimistic because the relief rally is getting really close. So your stock should pump, but if it doesn't break out pretty hard by the end of August, I would cut it personally because we're going to go straight down after August. I think September and October are going to be the worst months that we've seen in a long, long time. And the reason why I think that is because the bear market has been going on for 7 months, but we have not moved in 4 months. Which means that if we do get this bounce, there's going to have to be a nasty capitulation all the way down to the bottom. And it's not going to be pretty. So I think if your stock moves up into the summer, that would probably be a good exit. However, if it gets a little bit higher, like 150, maybe the bottom is in already and it'll just do a double bottom. But I have to argue that everything should bottom out at the end of the year. But I appreciate the 5 from Mr. Chris. You got out of BCH at 218. I didn't even know it went up. Oh, let's go. There you go, man. Yeah, listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not worth the risk. You know, like I know you might want more money, but I'm telling you, man, we're getting so close to the end where it could just collapse at any moment. But it's good that you made a lot of money off of that. That's awesome, man. Even if it goes higher, that's okay. We're getting really close to the end, and I actually have proof. This is what I want to see. I have physical proof that we're getting close to the end of the bear market. The long-term holder Nupal is starting to come down. It has come into the green every single bear market. So we're getting close to the end here. If I had to guess, we're probably in here somewhere where it's like we might get one last bounce and then straight down. So fingers crossed we get this bounce, because if we do, it will be a gift. It will be the final gift of the bear. Which I think we got a chance. The 2-day MACD is about to turn green. So it's there. Every time it's turned green for the last year, we've had a relief rally. But I love what I'm seeing because it made a new low, which means it's bearish. If it was a higher low, you could say, all right, the bottom is in. But now it made a lower low. So it's automatically bearish. But I like this setup. I love this setup. Because now, even if we get a big rally, we'll know if it's fake before it's fake, because the MVRV will tell us if it's fake. You see how it made a lower low? Now, if we shoot to the upside and it's not a higher high or even a move up at all, then it's bearish. You see how in 25 you made a higher high, but the MVRV did nothing, made a lower high? Bearish. See how the price made a higher high, but the price made a lower high? Sorry, the MVRV made a lower high? Bearish. So if Bitcoin gets a mega rally and it goes back up to 70K and this makes a lower high, bearish. If it's a real rally, you'll see the move up. See how it was making higher highs? It was actually bullish. If we don't get a higher high, then it's bearish. This indicator tells you in the real time. So I'm really happy with what we're getting right now. I just want to see the rally now. Everyone's talking about oil being bullish. Dude, this is the worst sign in the world. This is telling you impending doom is lurking in the background. And people are going to start celebrating that oil's going down, which I'm happy, man. I'm getting bent over for my gasoline, and I buy regular gasoline. So I can only imagine the people in California driving diesel or whatever they drive. But people are running around with this saying this is bullish. My brethren in Christ, this is always bearish. You can see it started the whole capitulation in 2015. We're getting so close. And 2018 too, don't forget. Oil started going down a whole month in advance. So this is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Everything we talked about is coming into fruition. The only question is, are we going to get a relief rally? If we get the relief rally, then it's every man for himself. If we just go straight down, then it's going to be an issue because we're going to miss the capitulation. But everything says we're getting it. It's coming. And it's a thing of beauty. It really is. And that's why I always liked Bitcoin, because it does move in patterns. The patterns do often rhyme. I just struggle to accept that I'm never going to get it 100% right. But I don't have to. I am okay with that. And I thought about it today. You don't have to win every trade. You just have to make sure you win more than you lose. And when you lose a little. My problem has always been I'm afraid to accept I'm wrong, so I let everything go to zero. But now I'm getting better at doing that. This is the second time that happened. I cut my loss in October, and then I readjusted, and then I cut my loss in February. So now I don't have to cut my loss if we get a relief rally, because I think there's a good chance we get one. Whereas if people were shorting here, now they're going to get hosed, and I don't have any position, because I actually do think we're going to get a relief rally. If we go down from here, that's okay. I don't have any positions, so I don't lose any money. So I like where I'm at right now. I could be in a better spot, but I could also be in a worse spot. So when you're in that scenario, you can't really complain. But I love what I'm seeing, man. You know what else I'm seeing, which is nuts? Now the semiconductors are not going up and the S&P is. That's how you know it's bearish. The last time that happened was October, sorry. That was the summer of 2024. The semiconductors started struggling, but we know that the S&P remained bullish. I mean, if they want to give it to us like that and really spoon feed, if the market really wants to spoon feed us because we've been well behaved, they'll make the semiconductors bearish before the S&P. But I don't think that's going to happen. They'll make it too easy if they did that. There's probably one more rally left. But we talked about this in May. We said if we could see the summer turn sideways or bearish, then we know we're going down. And look at that. You're getting some red dots now. Oh, we just got a new month. What do we get? No red dot. Did we get a red dot for NVIDIA? Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's coming, chat. Oh, baby. Too early to say. It's the first of the month, but hot doggy. That's what you want to see if you're a bear. You want to see that red dot. Oh, baby. Because even though this is an NVIDIA indicator, if you take this and just put Bitcoin on the chart, it does help call the crashes, man. That's why I watch it, because NVIDIA is Bitcoin. The stock guys will cope, but NVIDIA and Bitcoin are pretty much the same thing. So if we're getting a red dot for NVIDIA, that means the big crash is coming for Bitcoin. It's not 100% accurate, but nothing ever is. But it's not something you want to ignore. The last two times it has called crashes, December of 2024 and November of 2025. So I'm going to assume that 3 months from now, Bitcoin is significantly lower, and so is NVIDIA. I think we saw Micron today got sold off a little bit, you know? I think the market's starting to realize, dude, you can't be paying 2 trillion market cap for rubbish. Look at this. Nonsense. But Coinbase had a monster bounce today. So it makes me think we're going to get that rally. Yeah, Coinbase got a monster double bottom. I'm not giving up hope yet. Maybe we don't get the rally, maybe we do. But the time is starting to click now because we're now in the first week of July. And historically, like we've talked about, I know some people think this is gibberish, which is fine. I'm not pushing it on you. We're just observing all of the information we have. But we did just get a full moon, and we're in the first week of the month. Historically, if you mark out the first weeks of the month, you do get a bottom. So I'm going to assume that if we don't go down this week, we're probably not going down. Doesn't mean we can't. But the proof is in the pudding, chat. You got to respect the moon. Got to respect that guy. He'll take your ass. I mean, look at this shit. It's not always, what do you call it? It doesn't always work, but nothing ever does, man. But I've seen enough evidence to make the case that if we don't go down this week, we're going up, in my opinion. If you don't like the moon chart, that's more than okay. I totally get it. We still have our FOMC chart. I still think it's valid, personally. I really do. The first FOMC marks the sell-off. The second FOMC marks the crash. I like it. It's still possible. Does it look exactly how we drew it up? Of course not. Doesn't have to. But everything is lining up that if we get another bounce from here, that should do it. Where was our FOMC meeting? Here, right? That should do it, I think. That should be the last rally. Because you got to think about it. I'm not an expert. There's an FOMC meeting here, too. I'm not an expert. There are experts on YouTube, but I do know Bitcoin does love respecting trends and puzzles. And, you know, I would be flabbergasted if it happens, but I will respect the possibility that it does happen. Bitcoin likes to go down for 1 year. So if that's going to repeat, then we should bottom in October. Which if we bounce and we're at 70K, we must go straight down. We must go straight down. So a bounce now is like the market giving you a alley-oop, I think. And then there's another FOMC in September. Maybe there's another bounce. Yeah, maybe we get one of these puppies. Everybody thinks the bottom is in September. And then we go down to the bottom. Ba-bam. And we're getting sell signals on NVIDIA. It's not like it's not there. It's there. We're getting legitimate sell signals on NVIDIA. So dude, I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna get out of this. I really do. We were so prepared. Was I perfect? Of course not, man. I'm not a trader. I'm just a regular average Joe. But if we pull this off, man, we're gonna be in such a good position for the bull market. I just don't know if we're gonna get the bounce. I think we could still. I'm not giving up hope. Let's see if we can get it. Bitcoin Bajan for 5. Says, oh boy, hoping for a rally. Can MSTR be a good buy right now? I appreciate the 5. If you plan on selling it in a month, MSTR could definitely bounce, but then it's going to go lower. So if you're just going to buy in and hold, I don't think now's the time. I think there's one more move down, which is why if we really get the bounce right now, I'm going to be surprised in the fact that the market made it not easy, because you don't want to be cocky, but they gave us exactly what we asked for. Like, we went into the Shark Tank, we said, boom, 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 boom. Hello, market. My name is Cryptomalisis. I'm seeking the following engagements for 10% of my bounce, the Bitcoin bear market. I'm seeking a lower low for MSTR to let us know that we're bearish. I'm seeking a lower low in the long-term holder Nupal to let us know that we're still bearish. I mean, that's check. That's 2 checks. They gave us a capitulation on MSTR with no low for Bitcoin. That's our first request from the Shark Tank. The second request from the Shark Tank is a lower low on the Nupal. They gave that to us. The third request was the doo-doo coins making new lows. Doge made another low. The shit garbage coins made new lows. Pepe, new low. Jasmine, new low. Cardano, new low. VeChain, Bitcoin Cash, HBAR, all new lows. We asked nicely. We said, Mr. Shark, every time we have capitulation, oil goes down. And I remember I got a super chat and somebody said oil was bullish. And I said, I don't know, man. Historically, we come down here. Here we are. Mr. Shark is giving us everything we asked for. The last thing we need from Mr. Shark is a bounce into August, because once August comes and goes, I have no reason to be bullish. When the bear market started, I made a game plan, and I told myself there's going to be something that screws me up in August. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. And I didn't respect that. I learned this bear market that I don't know everything, and I have to start respecting that. But I always knew in the back of my head there's going to be, excuse my language, because I've been doing very well with my language, and I feel like I'm doing a better job of being professional, but this is the only way to describe what I'm about to say, and this is how I describe it. So if you're a lady or a gentleman, cover your ears. But I always knew they were going to do some fuck-ass shit in August. Where it looks bearish, but it's not. And that's what they're doing. They're doing some fuck-ass shit here. If we go back up, I always knew in the back of my head they're going to do some garbage like that. But once August passes, I have no reason to be bullish. So, considering that we have not moved in 5 months, I give myself a pass, because I didn't know what it was going to look like after March. I just assumed that we were going to repeat 2022. But over the last month, I've respected that it doesn't have to. And I think people are calling for a crash because that's what happened last time, but they're not respecting this possibility. I'm not saying that has to happen. Maybe we do go straight down, but because I don't know, I'm just watching. But if we get this, I had a chart back in January that said we're bullish into August. And it's about to be August. So I have no reason to be bullish after August. But the fact that we made a lower low tells us that the reason why we're bullish in August is going to result in a bearish move down because we made a lower low, which is why I got exactly what I asked for. And that's why if we get a big bounce like this, it will make everything make sense to me because it was 2018. It wasn't 2022. But the fact that we basically have everything we need, we have oil telling us that a big crash is coming at the end of the year. Now, the missing pieces, as I just told you before, is going to be the MVRV long-term holders making a lower high. Now, I'm still in the Shark Tank, Mr. Shark. I'm seeking one more investment. I'm seeking a lower high in the MVRV in exchange for a Bitcoin capitulation. If we make another lower high on the MVRV, that tells me before we're going down that we're going down. Look, it's the missing piece of the puzzle. In every bear market, it turns red. We're not there yet, but we're getting so freaking close, man. The next move down should be the bottom. Now, when I say the bottom, I mean capitulation. It's not always the bottom. In 2022, it wasn't the bottom. But it was, if you start accumulating when it turns red, 1 year later, you're in the green. So the next leg down, in my opinion, will mark the beginning of accumulation. The question is, are we going to get the bounce? And I'm not 100% sure, but based on everything we just talked about, I'm going to assume that if we don't go down now, we should get a bounce. When is the blue dot? Let me run my, when is the, what is it, the new moon? When is the new moon in July? July 14th. So, I don't know. I don't think we would turn bearish on the 14th. But we could. It depends how, I mean, if we go like this, then I guess it's shit's going back down. But if we kind of like float like this, I don't know. I feel like we could get one of these. I really personally think we got to come back up to this short-term realized price. That's my target. I think we got to come back up to 70K. We've discussed this many times. Every time we go down, we come back to it one more time. It's happened that way forever and ever. It happened here, it happened here, it happened here, it happened here. In 2018, you did the same thing. It happened here, it happened here, here, and here. So we might even be able to get over it, which would be my fantasy. I have a fantasy where we go like this. Oh God. That's like Cryptomalice summoning Exodia with all 5 cards if we get one of these. And I end my turn. I just don't know if we're gonna get it. I appreciate the 5 from Bitcoin Bajan. That new moon isn't bullish. Cancer new moon equals 50-50 sideways. I mean, I'm not a moon expert, so I'm not going to pretend to know. But what I have learned, which is the original chart, I'm sure you know. I know who it is now by the way that you talk. Dude, we got to respect the Moon Boy chart, man. You know what's in August, man. Everybody who fades that shit always gets baptized. It just happened again in March. So we got to respect the orange line. Once the orange line passes, I am becoming Mr. Bear once again. There's no... I can't explain it because everyone will laugh at me, but this is the only reason I'm bullish. It's the only reason I'm bullish. Once we pass through, that's it. And I'm not going to be shocked when it happens and we go straight down out of there. I'm just not. But what we've discussed over the last month is if you actually dissect it, the top is typically 1 month before. Right? In April of 2024, we had already topped a month before. It seems to be that the top is a month before. In April of 2023, it was the same month. But in October or November of 2021, it was a month before. In 2019, it was a month before. Or maybe it's not a month. Maybe it's like a couple weeks. So technically, if we're going to get it, because we don't even know if it's going to happen, but if it does happen, technically the top should be in July. So I guess I have to be open to a couple of scenarios here. If we do one of these scam shits like 2018, where it just shoots, where it goes up vertically like this, then I guess the top is in July. Oh, the top was in July back here. Yeah, if we do one of these scam shits where it just goes straight up, then I guess the top is going to be in July. But if we do a lollygag rally where it's kind of like this, then the top is going to be in August. But I don't know, right? I'm not going to say I know for sure. But we're close enough to the end of the bear market where if I see the price going like this, I'm going to call bullshit. Because think about it, even if we did this exact path, we would get down here. Which means, and Bitcoin likes doing that double top shenanigans. So, I like our chances. I do. I like our chances. I think we're very prepared. My question is, are we 100% confident in the bottom? I think so. I think we've checked enough. We've checked enough diagnostics to say the bottom should be below 45,000. Right? We know permanently, or what is this, supply and profit? Oh, it's delayed. Those greedy bastards. They want me to pay. Yeah, this is delayed. I like this chart. I like this chart personally. I spent my whole life fighting the halving, but I gotta respect it. I like this chart, gentlemen. Man, look at where we're at. We're so close. We're so close to the end, gentlemen and the two ladies. If you didn't lose all your money yet, I think you're going to be all right. We're 55.36% away from the halving. You got a shot. It's bullish, but going down first, most likely. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if it was going to go down, it would have gone down by now. You know? I'm not saying you're wrong because I don't know, but the way that MSTR just nuked, I feel like that would have triggered the move down. And the comparison that we made in 2017, I think is good because in 2018, Riot was the only Bitcoin stock, and Riot did the same shit where it looked like it was going to nuke in July, but then it popped up again and then it nuked. But if you look at Bitcoin in that same time frame, it just made a briefly lower low. That's exactly what we're doing right now. So I feel like it's possible. You know what would be interesting if we go back to that and we actually put the moon chart on there. Oh, let's see. What do you got for us? What are you cooking up for us, Mr. Bear? Oh, look at that. The bottom was at the full moon again. The moon propaganda. You know, it would be nuts if we are right here. The moon propaganda strikes again. But I just love what we're getting. This is beautiful. What I'm struggling with is how low is the S&P actually going to go? Do you guys think it's going to go down to the 200-week moving average? I feel like it could. I feel like we've been so bullish for so long. These people got to take profit at some point, man. There's no way they're just going to hodl all the way back to zero. They got to start selling at some point. Like, you guys got to remember that from the stock market perspective, we're technically still in the same bull market as 2022 because we never had a pullback. Like, we had pullbacks, but we never had a monster crash. So I feel like because we never had a monster crash, we're due. We're due for one of these. And I just know when it comes, it's going to be like, holy shit. But I'm just going to have to close my eyes and just get in. Just close my eyes and get in there. Oh, we can use the stochastic heat map and help us get in too. Look at that. You get blue candles is close enough to the bottom. Yeah, you had light blue here. Yeah, I like that actually. If we come all the way back down here and we get dark blue candles, that's close enough for me. Dude, this would be the V recovery of all V recoveries, man. It would be disgusting. It would be COVID-esque. Could you imagine we nail this, man? The COVID recovery? Oh, I saw Meta went up today, finally. Oh no, it's a lower high. Yeah, no, we're getting ready, chat. She's getting ready. The baby is coming. I can feel it. We're 7 months pregnant right now. I could just feel the baby coming out. Bitcoin Bajan for 5 says, thinking about buying Cardano, possible low 9 cents. I appreciate the 5. I would be careful, man. Trust me, I'm the biggest moon boy there ever was, but this market cycle taught me just let it go. We have this attitude that the coins must go back up, but they don't. I think you just let it rest. I think you let it rest, my friend. I'm going to need you in the bull market to keep the lights on, so I can't have you buying this garbage anymore. Even if Cardano goes down there, I don't know if it's going to recover. You know? Like, here's the thing, man. We got spoiled with the last bull market because we just went up. We don't know what this is going to look like. How do you know that we don't put the low in October and then it makes another low in 2027? Actually, that's the shit that just happened. It probably will do that. So this probably isn't even the bottom. Cardano could go all the way to 3 cents, 4 cents. That shit ain't coming back. But I would say... I don't know, man. I think if she loses 12 cents, it's done forever. I think if we lose 12 cents, it's done, man. That's it. Am I missing something? Yeah, that's it, man. We go any lower than 12 cents, that's it. I would say just let it go, man. Didn't you have another coin? Whatever happened to that? If this coin's at 0, you have to join the stock crew. How do I spell it? SWF. Come on, man. Every time I say come on, man, I think of Joe Biden. How do you spell this? SWFT. Here it is. Oh, no. That's it, man. I gotta call it. That's it. You gotta be a stock guy now. Just join the stock crew. All right? I'm gonna set you up nice. I know you're a big baller, so you got a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. Listen, you're gonna join me in the semiconductor crew. I'll let you know when the S&P hits a 200-week moving average. You're gonna throw in 50 grand. And then when it does a V recovery and you get to 300 grand, you owe me 10 grand. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put you on a stock program. But I didn't really answer your question just because I don't have faith in Cardano. The reason why I don't have faith in Cardano is because we just had a full bull market and it made a lower high. And that's why I'm worried about Doge. Doge is going to go to 0. Unless Doge holds up. The only hope for Doge, the reason why Cardano sucks is because it made another low. Doge didn't do that yet. Doge is still right here. So if Doge can get a scam rally over the next month, then it could form a double bottom like XLM did. We all shitted on XLM and XRP, but it went up. You can't deny that. It's the market structure that we're looking for. You see how XLM came back to the low, but it held? Doge still has the chance to do that, which is why I have hope that it'll go back up. Cardano already broke the low, so it's dead. She's done. So even if we get a rally back up, I don't know if you're going to be all right with it, because I know you like to hold, and this coin is going to 0. But I would have to say technically your question is right. 9 cents would be next, but I don't think it's going to hold. I don't think 9 cents is going to hold. I think if you can get 4 cents, it might be worth the gamble. But then at that point, it's like, it's not going back up. I would just stay away from it, man. Not financial advice. If you're like committed to buying shit coins, you gotta get coins that just came out. You know why? Because they're all doing this. And I remember even Jasmy. We actually liked Jasmy. I didn't buy it though, unfortunately, because I thought it was actually going to 0. But now it is going to 0. But the reason why these patterns are gambling, but they're not necessarily impossible, is because you get a retracement back up. And even though this was a shitty retracement, you still got a 20x. But the thing is, Jasmy was new. So if you can get a new coin, I think you're all right. The problem is we don't know if it's going to happen, because ICP had the same chart and ICP never recovered. What'd you get for ICP? 382 retracement. So, oh, you still got a 7x actually. Damn. So I would say Probably go away from coins that are already out. You're probably gonna wait for something that comes out soon. XRP had a lower high. Yeah, but it made a higher high. I doubted the XRP clan because they kicked me out. Maybe Toshi? No, Toshi's done, man. I'm telling you, you got to go into rehab. I already went into rehab. I have these coins are done, man. Toshi. You mother bleeper. Toshi. How come I can't find a full chart? Yeah, man, you got to stay away. I don't know why I can't find a full chart for Toshi. It could be a gamble, but I would still recommend not financial advice, new shit coins that aren't out yet. Because think about it, Toshi wasn't out last time, and look at the move it did. I think the stock, this is what I think is going to be the best overall strategy for me, not financial advice. Probably be a stock guy until we reach the period of old season. Then I rotate into shit coins. If I'm going to do that, I don't know what I'm going to do. But the first half of the bull market is usually shit for altcoins. I like using AVAX because I bought AVAX. But the first half of the bull market is just absolute rubbish. And now we know that just because it's euphoric and the 4-year cycle says we still have 2 more years left doesn't mean you shouldn't get out. Because if you got out in April of 2024, you basically made a killing and you didn't give any of it back. So we're going to have to locate this. Because if we can locate this, which we did it once before, so I think we can do it again, we're going to know that this is the best time to buy shit coins. Because I remember it was like Christmas. It was Christmas, actually, no pun intended. It actually was Christmas, but, you know, like even Pepe did a monster move. Pepe 2, remember Pepe 2? Look at that shit. Look at this dude. Oh, Maron. Oh, Maron. 25x. So I think the strategy could be stocks for the first half of the bull market. Oh, listen to this. Stocks for the first half of the bull market, rotate into shit coins, and then rotate back into stocks. Yeah. Yeah. How do we feel about that? Because crypto sucks. It's only bullish for like 12 months. Right? We were bullish from September of 2023 to March of 2024. And then we were bullish from September of 2024 to January. The problem is if you're not holding Bitcoin, your portfolio goes to zero in this time frame. So that's what I learned from the last market cycle. Whatever applies to Bitcoin does not apply to your shit coins and my shit coins, obviously. So I would say coins that aren't out yet are probably the best play. Buying a whole lot of new coins at the end of the year. The only doo-doo coin that I would gamble on that's old, I think, is Pepe. Pepe is making me think about Floki back in 2022. I think if Pepe comes back down here, it could be a big winner. But I'm not 100% convinced. I feel like if Pepe came down here, I would probably take a stab at it. Right? Because what if it does? Floki did the same thing. And I bought Floki in 2022, but I didn't trust myself, so I sold it. And then it went to the 30x. But Floki did the same thing. it basically round tripped from the prior bear market. It looks like they got rid of the chart, right? This is April of 2022, but we know that the peak was November of 2021, so it was like here somewhere. You know, maybe Pepe does something like this where it just shoots up, you know? But here it is again. So the bull market really only lasts a year and a half from the bottom. So where would that put us? It's going to put us right in our golden box. Look at this. Look at this, dude. If the bottom is in October, 500 days from there is time to get out. Yep. Somewhere over here. Telling you, we're going to get it this time. I think we're prepared. I think we're prepared. I think the missing piece of the puzzle is this relief rally. If we can get this relief rally to 70K, I think a lot of people are going to say that the bottom is in. And that'll be it. That should do it. That should do it. Thanks for playing, folks. What about Bonk? I don't know. Bonk might be done too. I can't pretend to know. I really can't because I don't even know if Ethereum is going to go back up. You're going to have to ask Mr. Cowan. Mr. Cowan is good at that stuff. Didn't Mr. Cowan have a chart that says ETH has to go to a certain price? What is that price now? Remember he had a logarithmic regression that said ETH has to go home? What is that now? If ETH breaks this low, I don't think ETH is coming back. And the thing is, Ethereum is like 10 years old now. So the hype has died out. Ethereum is 10 years old. I'm still Moonboy bullish to 103K. My man. $100,000 Bitcoin in the next 2 months. Crisscross Applesauce for 2 says, what about Aerodrome? I appreciate the 2. Yeah, that could be a good one. It could be. It's holding up very well, I will say. It's been the same price for 3 years. I think it's hitting the 382 right now. I think that if this thing doesn't die at the end of the bear market, it is going to be a good play. I don't know what it does, but it doesn't matter because everything is vaporware in this space. But I have to give it the credit it deserves that it's been the same price since Bitcoin was at 100,000 in September of 2024 or whatever it was. So I would argue that it is technically bearish right now. You're getting a double top of the 382. If you can get through 53.5, then the bottom is probably in and it is bullish, but it should come back down. But if she doesn't go to 0 like this when we get the drop, then it should be okay. It is holding very well. That doesn't mean it's going to continue to hold, though, because that happened in 2018. I remember Stellar Lumens was holding very well, and then it went straight down. Yeah, it was doing exactly what Bitcoin was doing. That's exactly what your coin is doing. I just drew this exact pattern. And then it just dies straight down. And then it went straight down even more. So XLM looks like it's holding up right now, but make no mistake, it does this every market cycle. And then it goes straight to hell. So we're getting close to hell. It's just, we're not there yet. So I think if your coin holds up by the end of the year, you should be okay. But if she gets rugged, then it's dead. Because coins give the illusion that they're good until the very last second, and then they go straight to hell. Like Jasmine. This is another big indicator I'm watching. Jasmine looked like it was doing well, and then they pulled the rug. See, the bottom was in, all bear market. And then straight down, 70%. That's exactly what it's doing right now. It looks like the bottom is in, but once we get to capitulation, that's it. It's going straight down. We're getting very close, gentlemen. This is a very, very crucial time. We got 100 viewers. We're officially in the 8th inning of the bear market. Think about it. There's only 3 months left. July and August are the 8th inning. September, October, November is the 9th inning. And then we enter intermission where the teams switch. This is it, gentlemen. This is it, gentlemen. Bitcoin touched 60K and is getting rejected. I hope it goes up one more time. Come on, baby. Give us this bounce. Our daily bounce. Rates might not get cut. That's all right, man. That's all right, man. If we get this bounce, everything's going to make sense. Half of 2026 is already gone. Yeah, I know. Time is moving by very quickly. That's why I'm making my plan. And I'm telling you, if we get this bounce, it would be a very, 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 very nice setup. And I think it's possible because the S&P is about to make a new all-time high. My question is this. Are you guys confident in a 40K bottom? If we get a 40K bottom for Bitcoin, or lower, of course, the S&P would probably come back to the moving average. Right? We're looking for at least 600 on SPY. That's fine. 600 is fine. Right? Yeah. 600 should work. Because if the bottom is projected to be here, yeah, it's like 580. I just don't know if we can get down there. I mean, I know we could, but will we? Are you guys confident that this is going to happen? Yeah, 600 SPY. That might work. That's not that bad. Only 23%. 25%. Dream Tanks says Bitcoin monthly Helkanashi candle just printed red. Bitcoin is going much lower in July. Let's see. I don't even know what that means. Helkanashi. Helkanashi. Our friend says red is bearish. Oh, look at the moving average we're sitting on. Oh, the Moon Boys are gonna love this. Oh, the Moon Boys are gonna love this. Remember I kept asking you guys, why are we not going down? Like, what are we sitting on? Oh, if I was a permabull, I would run wild with this. Oh, the bottom should be 40,000. Yeah, here it is again. The bottom should be right here. Yeah, I really think we're going down there, man. I really think we're going down there. Right? We got our mare multiple, pretty sure. Yeah, mare multiple, sorry. Oh, look at that. I think we're going down there, gentlemen. This is a big moment in time right now. We always hit the blue one on the bottom. We're getting close. It says 40,000. Dude, I'm getting excited right now. Are we about to get this rally, chat? Dude, are you guys prepared for a $40,000 Bitcoin? I don't think so. Bitcoin Bijan is going to blow a hole through his chair. Come on, man. Dude, if this moon phase shit works, I gotta respect it. I really do. Could you imagine the bottom is in because of a full moon? I mean, it has been. It has been. Here it has been. Could be right here though. It doesn't have to be bullish. Doesn't have to be bullish. It's just the trend this month, the trend this bear market, as we talked about, it has been the bottom is in on the first week. So I do think I do like our chances, man. I do like our chances. I think if we don't go down this week, it's not going down. Ever since January, yeah, ever since the new year started, it's like every time we start a new month, we go down and then up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. This one was just down. This one was down the whole month. This one was no good. What do you guys think about this? We've been bullish the first week of the month for the last like however many months, man. Look at this. Look at this dude. This one you could say is bearish. We've been bullish for the first half of the month almost for the last year. This is the score. You got 4 red and the rest are orange. Well, this one technically doesn't exist. We don't know. It's just I just love it. I love everything about what we're getting. I really do. I'm telling you, there's people running around saying that this is bullish. The price of oil is going down. What a bunch of jabrones, man. Just look at Bitcoin. Look at what happens. I bet you the 12 month is wicked. Oh! Dude, we just got a pump and dump for the oil. You got a shot. You got a real shot at a bottom. After the herd says we're going to 50K, you got a shot at a bottom. %70 of the time, it's right every time. I mean, nothing is perfect, man. And that's my biggest lesson I learned is I always aimed for perfection, but that's not how you win. You just got to be right most of the time. And when you're wrong, limit your loss. So that's what I'm doing. And we're gonna need the top signals. We're gonna need people to start coming back saying this guy's an idiot, the bottom is in. You see how there's none of those people here right now? When they come back, that's the top forming. I'm not 100% sure we're gonna get this, but I like our chances. And if we do get it, we have to wait for those people to come back. Oh, this guy's permanently bearish. The top is not in. We're going to the moon. They come every time, man. They came here and they came here. And we have the super guppy. Oh, I actually got rid of it. The super guppy changes colors. Every time I say that shit, it always turns bearish. Every time it starts changing colors, man, the top is forming. Oh, I haven't put that in my notepad, actually. Hold on. I'm glad I said that. I have a notepad for top signals. That's another one. Maybe I already wrote it. Let me check. No, I didn't. We need the super guppy to change colors. Yes, so we got to get to at least 70K. Did that happen in 2018? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Look. So we need a super guppy to change colors. That's a big ask, but it's not impossible. Oh yeah, like even here changed colors. It was blue and then it turned gray. All right, let's see. Daily super guppy needs to change colors. I don't know why my computer's lagging. Yeah, here it is again. I haven't said that. Guys, I haven't said those words in like 10 years. Guys, I'm lagging. Those are the classic. Guys, I'm lagging. I don't know why my computer's lagging. I think I have too many indicators. The indicators. Guys, cover me. I'm lagging. Yeah, look at that. The super guppy changing colors. I forgot about the super guppy. I think it's the super guppy making me lag. Yeah, it was. I guess I have too many indicators open. All right, we're almost green on the 2-day MACD. I think the pump could start if we get this. I think we can see a minimum of 6K for Ethereum. I'm not 100% sure it's going back up there. We got local liquid in the chat. Shiba Predator. Oh, I forgot about that thing, man. I don't think it recovered last time, right? Oh, man. Are we getting this bounce? Are we actually getting this bounce, chat? Man, yesterday the chat said 70% said 53K or 55K. The chat is useful. That's why if we really get up here, I have to run a poll that says 100K or 50K. And if the chat votes 100K, they know the top is in. Solana has been holding. Yeah, it has been. I really think we got a shot. Oh, look, I already have that shit drawn. Dude, I think we got a shot for the rally. I'm starting to get a little bit excited. When can we start talking about our vehicles? Our vehicles. Yeah, and the Luna Classic thing was a top signal too, man. I guess I'm getting a little bit excited now. The top is in. It'll crash when you sign off. Yeah, we've been doing nothing this whole time. We've just been consolidating. I feel like, though, if it was going to crash, it would have happened by now, no? But I guess technically you can't say that because we could be sitting in something like this where it's about to go down. Oh, no. Yeah, I really think if we don't go down this week, man, that's it. Could you imagine we're right there? That would be tragic. That would be heartbreaking. That would be heart-wrenching. It wasn't me. The S&P will top in September. Yeah, but the question is, where's the bottom? If we time this, our lives will be changed. You guys don't understand. Dude, I'm never doing crypto ever again, this shithole. Oh, I can't wait to be a stock guy. It's gonna be great. I gotta make a stock program. No more shithole. How do we feel? You know what they need to do? They need to make a 3x DRAM. That's what they need to do. They need to make a 3x. Whoa, what is this? A 3x leverage on SpaceX? Elon? Yeah, they have semiconductors. Healthcare. Oh, healthcare. Healthcare sucks. Oh, wow, it did it 20x. Yeah, but you... Oh, no, this is over the course of like 10 years, though. Cure. Look at that. They called it Cure. What do we got? We need like a 3x AI fund, which is pretty much SOXL. The way the market is now, I'm surprised they don't have a 4x. Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's the 2018 playbook all over again. Yeah, that's what I pray for when I go to sleep at night. You know why? Because in 2018, you could have just got in and closed your eyes. And we got a nasty V recovery. But the thing is, this nasty V recovery took place while Bitcoin did nothing. Look at this. That's what I'm looking for too. I would actually be happy, I think. Obviously if I execute. But you can buy SPY, get a big move, and then rotate. And I think that could happen because the terminal or the realized price, we always go below it for 150 days. So if we don't go down until September, then by default, Bitcoin cannot go up until March or April. Well, it can go up, but it can't go parabolic. See? So if we don't fall below it until September, that means September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 to 7 months of getting accumulated. But if we get a V recovery from S&P, then we could rotate back into Bitcoin. The nasty V recovery was only because of the pandemic. Yeah, but you're wrong, my friend. Listen, I've been wrong plenty of times, but you're wrong. As the old version of me would say, sit down and shut your mouth and enjoy the ride. It's right here. This is 2018. This is COVID. COVID's right here. This is 2018, man. This was before COVID was designed. We could definitely do that. You don't think we can get this? Know your role and enjoy the ride. Look at that. You don't think we can get this, man? That 20%? Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit lower though. Whoa, that would be nuts. Yeah, I think we could get it. I mean, listen, it's definitely possible. We're getting the signs that it could happen now. This is why I keep looking at Nvidia. Nvidia is our guiding light. Every time Nvidia prints these red dots, man, we just turn bearish. We don't turn bearish right away, but we turn bearish soon. August of 2024, December of 2025, July. Oh, July just happened. It's not perfect, of course, but nothing ever is perfect. Yeah, even here, September 2017. It doesn't call a crash. It's just letting you know that a crash is coming, potentially. It's not perfect. But we have other indicators. If it was bullish, it wouldn't be doing this. Put it that way. You wouldn't be getting a red dot if it was going to go to the moon. You got a red dot here and you went up. That was the first time in 5 years. Here you got a red dot. You didn't go up for another 7 to 8 months, my man. Look at this, dude. You got a red dot and you didn't move. for 175 days. That's what, 5 months? We need to see it on the S&P, which we don't have yet, which is fine. That's okay. The longer we go sideways like this, the more probable it becomes. Oh, there it is. Oh, oh. Oh man. I don't know. I think Nvidia is telling us we're gonna go down. I think I should add another time frame here. What's 7 weeks? Nothing, right? Not like 2 months or something. We got a 7-week red dot. Oh, not yet. Spooky. Oh, oh, it's actually pretty scary. Look, December of 2024, December of 2025. Oh, February. Oh, look. When you get a red dot here, it tells you before the crash that you're going to crash, man. Guys, this is premium content. Oh, look, here it is again. I'm telling you, if we go sideways for another month, that's it. That's it. The indicators. I'm going to start doing that. Ooh. Nvidia tells us where we're going. You got to remember, guy. Oh, 2007. You got to remember, man, we've been doing this for 10 years already. The last time this indicator was wrong was 2015. In 2015, I had hair, and that's all I can really say. That was a long time ago, man. I'm trusting this indicator. We don't have a red dot yet, but we're going to check back in 15 days. Somebody jot this down. I'll jot it down. Don't worry. You guys don't do anything. Just sit there and watch. Sit down, know your role. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just joking. Let me add this somewhere. Stock ideas. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. This is exactly what I'm looking for. What else do I have? 6-day red change. Oh, this is for the bottom. 8-day MACD. Strong. Oh, man. Yeah, we did this the other week. We did this a couple weeks ago. 3-day green dot is present but not reliable. Bottom is, yeah, we're going to be so prepared, guys. We're going to be so prepared. So freaking prepared. And it's just like, it's lining up perfectly because this is projected to print a red dot in July, and we're already looking for the top to be in July for Bitcoin. Everything is lining up. The stars are aligning. See, this is the shit I look for. When I take positions, I need stars to align. They align every so often. They do. But the thing that's so beautiful about this and why it's so critical that we get it right is because the stars align twice in a row. Because if we get this crash, then we know that's the bottom, which means we can flip bullish, and now you're getting a double whammy. I'm telling you, this is a really big setup. We can't get this wrong. I'm checking everything. But the stars are aligning, I think. China was supposed to invade Taiwan 400 times. Yeah, I don't follow politics, man. We got to make sure that we're right here. Get your suits. We're going back to stocks. I am. I'm going to be a stock. I'm going to be a stock guy. I'm tired of this rubbish. Like seriously, it's annoying, man. Knowing that I could have, should have, would have, whatever, I'm not making the same mistake again. Even if I buy this, TQ, even if I buy this piece of shit, TQQQ, you know? Like, dude, oh my god, this dude, this thing did a 10x. I'm telling you, I'm on team stocks. Oh my god, it did a 10x twice in a row. No. Oh no. It did a 6x and then it did a 10x and then it did a 10x. Make it stop. Oh, it does a 10x every time. No, I'm a stock guy. I gave it my best. Listen, I wish I would have just did stocks from day one. If I would have just kept my job and just put my money in, I would have been a millionaire. No, I probably wouldn't have been a millionaire, but I would have been much better off. But you know what? You can't go back. Dude, this thing literally does a 10x every market cycle. I'm not even exaggerating. Okay, this one was an exaggeration. It did a 7x. And this one was a 6x. But look, 10x, 10x. And the thing is, it's like, if you just hold, which I'm not saying you have to, you still get rugged. But it's going to go back up. The only time you'd get hosed on this is when the inevitable crash comes, like the real one. But how long are people going to be calling for that? Every time we go down, it's 2008, 2008. I don't think so, man. That's what I'm saying, though, chat. Let me cook for a second. Let him cook now. If this is about to happen, oh my God, wait a second. Hold on. If the NASDAQ pulls back by 25%, this is going to fall by 75%. Oh, wait. I'm not even, hold on. I'm not even like laughing anymore. Hold on a second. One second. I got to pull up my stock, my secret stock site. Let's see what's in here exactly. Yeah, so the QQQ is pretty similar to the semiconductors, but it's not. The semiconductors are definitely more risky. There's definitely more reward, but they all just did 10x moves. I don't know if that's going to happen again. You can see SOXL is purely semiconductors and data processing. The QQQ has the semiconductors, but they also have Google and Microsoft and Facebook and Walmart, you know, Netflix. But the thing is, Netflix and Meta haven't been doing anything. So it makes me think that if we do get this crash, it should come back. Same thing with, I think Microsoft is not doing anything either. Yeah, Microsoft isn't doing anything either. So the fact that the QQQ is moving the way that it is and the big hitters are still not doing anything, Microsoft, Meta, is Amazon going up? Yeah, Amazon's not moving either, chat. I don't know. I think I'm going to take a stab. Does the QQQ come back to the moving average? I assume, right? Or is that a wrong assumption? No, it doesn't. Oh, wow. The NASDAQ doesn't even come back anymore. That's how bullish it is. It just goes straight up. All right, so what about the Dow? Oh, the Dow is pretty far too, though. Holy crap. Oh, no, the Dow didn't hit the 200 moving average. Yeah, so the S&P is the only reliable indicator. So you know what? Maybe the S&P doesn't come back to the 200-week moving average. It might not. Oh my God, if we get this freaking crash, man, could you imagine? We would have to crash 28%. But this is a triple leveraged ETF. So if we fall by 28%, this has to fall. Let's just say it goes to 100. If we fell by 30%, we would fall by 90%. Oh my God. Could you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not happening. Oh, SpongeBob. Do you guys think this could happen, or am I getting excited? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. No, I'm not even exaggerating because, dude, it's most likely going to be a V recovery. So it's just going to go right back up and you're just going to get free 5x. Oh, I'm going to have to look into this on my own time. Dude, I just got so excited. I'm pretty sure the math checks out. If it's a TQQQ, that means it's a 3x ETF for the QQQ. Every time the NASDAQ falls, this thing falls 3 times as much. It fell by 80% in 2022. That means that the QQQ should have fallen by what? What times 3 is 80? 28? 27-ish? Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense to me. How could it be that something that falls by 37%, if it falls by 3 times as much, shouldn't it have fallen by like, I guess it can't fall by 100%. Ah, so my math is mathing, but the market's a scam, so it doesn't work that way. Right? How could it be that something that fell by 37% times 3, that should, oh, that's more than 100%, that's why. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Because if you go to COVID, the QQQ fell by 30%. That means this should have fallen by 90. And it fell by 70. So it's not really a triple, which I guess is a good thing. That means is it triple on the way up? Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, it's actually more, right? 180 times, let's just say it's 200. 200 times 3. Yeah, dude. I think this might be better. This might be better than the semiconductors. Only because I'm scared that the semiconductors already ran. That's what I'm afraid of. You know? Oh my God, this thing did a 40x. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I'm having like one of those eureka moments. Dude. All right, let me stop exaggerating. If we pretend that we know where the bottom is, let's just pretend that we're smart. And Bitcoin bottoms in Q4. And I bought this piece of shit. All right, I got a 300% gain. That's okay. Then the next bear market bottom, instead of buying Bitcoin, I buy this. I get a 10x. Then the next bear market bottom, I buy this instead of Bitcoin. I get another 10x. Now, the missing piece here is you have to connect it to the Bitcoin peak, which is where it shrinks. This is only 200%. This one is just a straight up 10x. Can't even argue. And then this one here is 5x. So you're guaranteed at least to get a 5x. But I'll take that. Like I said, I'll take it because if I hold long enough, it goes back up. I like those. But here's the thing. Listen, We already established that if we're going to have a traditional bear market, Bitcoin has to stay below the realized price for however many months that is, right? 140, 179. The first one was 122, 300 days. We're going to stay below the realized price for at least 140 days. Now, in that time frame, if history is going to repeat, the QQQ should go back to at least 20%. But 20% is the minimum. In 2025, it fell by 25%. This was a little baby correction and it was still 12%. So we're looking for a big drop. Right? We're looking for a big, look at that shit. We're looking for a big drop. Oh yeah, talk to me. 23%. We're not going to use COVID. 23%, 25%, 15%. So we're looking for at least 20% on the NASDAQ. That should, in theory, yeah, look, 60%. It should, in theory, come all the way back down here. But because it's a bull market, we should get one of these where it should just go right back up. Which means this should be, yeah, 200% gain. So 40,000 becomes 100,000. But if I decide like I'm just going to hold, it's just going to keep going. Because you can't be bullish on Bitcoin and bearish on TQQQ. You're an asshole if you say that. It literally doesn't exist. But you can be bullish on QQQ and bearish on Bitcoin because that also exists. So by default, I'm better off buying QQQ than Bitcoin because Bitcoin sucks. I think this is the plan here, TQQQ. Why overcomplicate it? But the thing is, gentlemen and the three ladies, we don't know how big this correction is going to be. It could be big, it could be small. Why can't, let me talk to you, why can't the NASDAQ fall by 30%? We already went over that the NASDAQ is full of NVIDIA, Micron, AMD, Google, and Intel, and all the rubbish. These stocks are notorious for falling 40 to 50%. In 2025, it fell by 40%. In 2022, it fell by 25%. In 2018, it fell by 53%. If this thing pulls back to just 600, even if it goes to 700, that's 40%. That has to pull on this. Surely it pulls on this. But the thing is, we're going to know it's safe because the S&P 500 is going to be at the 200-week moving average. Or around there, you know? It'll be around there somewhere. So I think the plan could be, do you full port TQQQ when the S&P is at the 200-week moving average? Because over the course of the market cycle, it has now done a 10x both times. I don't think it's going to do a 10x again because the next bear market should be like this one where it's just GG. We go straight down. But the thing is, if you get in here, oh my gosh, but this is what I'm talking about, guys. With the stock market, if you get in at the low, it never goes back down there. Like, even though COVID almost did, it didn't. And that was the world shutting down. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure in 10 years, I don't even want to think about 10 years from now, God. But like, I'm pretty sure in 10 years it's gonna look like this, man. Holy shit. Oh, man. What do you think? Yay or nay? I don't know. I think I just convinced myself. And the thing is, it's like I can keep working and getting money and investing it, knowing that I'll get my money back. If I keep buying Dogecoin, I'm gonna go bankrupt. Dude, I can't believe I took so long to wake up. Shout out to the stock boys. Come on, man. Stock boy, what you gonna do when the shelf needs stocking? He comes for you. I'm gonna go to Wall Street and knock on the door. Say, hey guys, I'm a stock boy now. Let me in. Wait until you learn that QQQ gives dividends. Yeah, but the dividend is so shit. It's not worth it. It's like not even a percent. Dude, I think I'm gonna go full degen and go semiconductors and TQQQ. Yeah, but then in the back of my head, I'm thinking to myself, what if this is the Industrial Revolution 2.0? It's going to be called the Artificial Revolution, right? What if, hear me out, what if, oh no, what if we're right here? And we're about to enter the artificial revolution, and all of these semiconductor stocks are about to 5x. Because that's all it takes, man. No, seriously, I'm giving you some heat right here. Look at this dude. I already talked about this. I talked about this exact thing literally a week ago. That's why I already had it drawn. Listen to me. If Micron falls by 40%, the market cap for Micron will be 600 billion or 700 billion. If it does a 3x from there, it would be 2.1 trillion. But a 3x on Micron would push up the semiconductor ETF by 3 times 3 is 9. That's what just happened. All of these shit stocks just did. Look, it's up 600%. And how much is Micron up? Yes, it's up 300%. It's not just Micron though. But here's the thing, Nvidia is not doing anything and it still went up. But Nvidia is the third largest holding. But if you look at these other garbage pails like Avgo and AMAT, I'm pretty sure they haven't really been moving that much. Yeah, see? Avgo hasn't moved either. So if all of these garbage pails get sliced by 40% from here, oh man, dude. I don't know. I think I'm back on Team Semiconductor. Right? If she gets sliced by 80% and then teleports back up. Woo! Woo! I don't know. What are you guys doing? I think my crypto days are over. Don't worry, when the bull market comes, I'm not going to be talking about stocks. I'm going to be milking the ad revenue, talking about Dogecoin. But this is like life-changing. This is a life-changing opportunity if this ends up playing out. Because like I said, the thing is, man, like it's a stock, so it's gonna go back up. With this garbage shit, it doesn't go back up. And I already held, look at this. Every day it just goes down and down and down and down. Poor loop ring, man. Holy shit. This thing's been going down for 5 years. Ethereum Classic, just down. And then you look at the stock guys. All it does is go up. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting high on stock opium now. I'm getting high on the stock opium. Weezer for 2 says Moonboy. Oh, I appreciate the sub, man. RXT on NASDAQ. Let him cook. I appreciate that, man. RXT. Rack Space Technology. Yeah, she's still bullish. Oh, yeah, this is a data processor. It could be a good play, man. I don't know anything about it. It could be Radio Shack, just because it's Rack Space. Reminds me of Radio Shack. It's holding the fibs I gave you last time. We talked about the 236 and the 382. I would say this, my friend. If we're really about to get this correction, it could take a shit back to 240. If 240 holds, and this is the next, like, big thing, then it should just teleport out of here. Could it be the next super microcomputer? Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened with this garbage. It started out as a scam, and then it just kept going. So I don't know what this is. Obviously you do. But from a chart perspective, I think if we do get this COVID crash and it holds 250, that should be the bottom forever before it goes straight up. Now, if it doesn't hold 250, then it's a failed project and it's going to zero. So I would remain bullish as long as you're above 337. If you're above 377. If you're above 377, I like it. I like it up to $10. You're over to 618, very bullish. I would say once you get through 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This thing could come back, man. You might be onto something here. Let him cook. That's what he said. Let him cook now. I do think we're going to get a COVID crash. Maybe I'm wrong, but in the event of a COVID crash, it has to stay over 377. If not, anything below 250 means it's failed. Failed propaganda. Could you go to 250 and still be bullish? Yes. Especially if it ends up being like this, where it just crashes and then goes right back up. Yeah, this could be worth a gamble, I'll admit, man. I'll have to look into this, actually. RXT. Do I have any stock? What is this? Oh, there's nothing on here. Yeah, I'll add this to my watch list. Why not? I had Facebook long. There's a 2x meta ETF, too. I thought there was a 3x, but I guess there isn't. But there's a lot of choices. Stock's possible to get your money out without having to give half away. What are you talking about, man? And that's another thing. The liquidity on the stock market is unlimited, so you can sell. Dude, you guys remember when we were trying to sell on Uniswap and you'd lose $2,000 just to get out? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. I remember when I was trying to sell my coins on Ethereum, there was like bots stepping in front of me to try and sell every time. That's ridiculous, man. And the thing, and here's the cherry on the top. When it's time to do your taxes, they send you a frickin' form in the mail. When you do your taxes on Uniswap, you have to like record everything. It's ridiculous. Crypto sucks, man. I'm done. Crypto sucks. This is going to be my first year I don't actually buy coins. It actually will be. I have 0 transactions on Coinbase. I'm done with that shithole. Where's Nanangoyan? He was right. Crypto's a shithole. And they're making the stock market 24/7 now. Not everything, But I wouldn't be surprised over the next 10 years if they make options and futures and all the garbage that I don't even talk about is all going to be 24/7. Crypto sucks, guys. Listen, it's time to wake up. We had a good run. We had a generational run, but we fumbled. But now another run is about to start. This thing has been out since some of you guys were little babies. 2009. You want to know what I said last market cycle? And this is the truth. This market cycle coming up, this next batch of influencers were sperm cells when Bitcoin came out. Think about that. 2009, there's a little sperm, and you're going to be taking financial advice from him in 3 years. Let that sink in. Crypto's done, man. You're going to be taking advice from a sperm cell. Not financial advice, of course. Man, that's how I look at it. It's done. He hasn't been around since you told him you were going to ban him for being toxic. Nah, he probably doesn't type in the chat, but he'll be all right. Man, this is it. I'm actually getting excited. I'm getting excited, man. I only treat altcoins like an educated gamble. If I lose money, I accept it. Yeah, but the problem is this is the first market cycle where box office names didn't go up. For me, that's the nail in the coffin. Like, if you're telling me that you can't even buy the second largest currency and be guaranteed to make money, I don't want to participate. Like, dude, if you can't even buy the second currency and be guaranteed to make money, what are we doing? You can just look at these top coins. They're all shit. There's not one good coin on here that made a new all-time high. I guess SWE, but SWE is new. And SWE is shit now. There's going to be bag holders saying that SWE's the next Solana. Man, if we get this crash, that shit's going to go all the way to 30 cents. And then it's going to do a retracement. Yeah. Yeah. If it goes to 70K, a 30% drop is 49K. To go lower, you need a huge dump. Yeah, in the back of my head, I'm starting to think they're going to run this shit. And Moon Boys are not prepared. Even though it's not going to look like this, I'm starting to think this is what's going to happen. There's no more time left. Like, look at this. There's literally no more time left. Even this is October. I'm not an expert. You have to ask the experts on YouTube that called the top back here. Because obviously they have a secret chart. But I'm pretty sure the secret chart says the bottom is 1 year later. And if we do this exact move, the bottom is right here. And it's still only 46K. So it actually has to be larger. It's not going to look like this, though. We got to go through accumulation. That's why I think something like this is probably more likely. But this is only if we get a bounce. If we just go straight down from here, then so be it. But I don't know. I think the first of the month is pretty accurate. But this is what I'm talking about. If we get this, right? And then we rotate into TQQQ, get a 3x, and then rotate into Bitcoin, now we're cooking. Let him cook now. Yeah, I got to start making my plan. I was waiting to see if we were going to get a relief rally. I think we just got a green dot. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting high. I'm getting high on the bullish opium. Come on, baby. Look, we got a bullish divergence. We've got a green dot. We're rich, baby. I think we got a shot, man. I don't want to get high on the hopium, but I'm starting to inhale it a little bit. We're gonna be rich, baby. All right, if this is truly the bottom, then the chat marked the bottom. I'm not saying it's you guys, but whoever voted on the poll yesterday. That's not a bad thing. I mark bottoms and tops all the time. The problem is when you ignore it and you don't want to believe it. So if this is truly the bottom, then when we come up here, I have to run the same poll. Are we in a bull market? And once it starts saying 70-30, yes, that's the top. Because yesterday's poll was 70-30. I don't remember what it was up here. But if we go like this, we have to run a poll. And if it's 70-30, that's it. You think we got a shot at a bottom? We got a shot at a bottom. If you don't get in now, you're going to miss the bull run. Not financial advice. All right, I got a little bit high on the hopium today, but I like it. I'm not a TA guy, but aren't we forming like some type of falling wedge? Isn't this a falling wedge pattern? I think we're going to be all right, man. If this plays out the way that I need it to, we should get to at least the 382 again at 67K. Because this is going to come down like this. But historically, we go over it. So we should theoretically come up to like 70K and then just go right down. Like there's no more time left. We have to go down to the bottom. And the reason why I think this could play out is because that's what happened last time. But because we're so high up, it's going to be a mega crash, as Mr. University calls it. There's going to be a mega crash. But it's going to be nasty. Like, really bad. You know? We're forming the same type of structure. It's hopium, though. But I'm starting to believe my own hopium. Right? If we take the moon juice, oh, remember moon juice? If we stop drinking the moon juice for just a moment, didn't we really bottom in the first week of the month for like the last year? Almost. We bottomed in the first week of February. We bottomed in the first week of March. Or we like turned bullish, I think is a better way to word it. First week of March, we turned bullish. First week of February, we bottomed. First week of April, we turned bullish. First week of May, we technically turned bullish, man. First week of June, we turned bullish. I'm pretty sure it's the first week of July. So we could still go down, but once it's July 10th, we should go up. That's what's been happening. It happened in December. Oh, no, it didn't happen in December. It happened in January as well. December was actually bearish. We turned the first week and then it went down. Same thing with November. Actually, yeah. November, December, and October were all bearish. So these were all bearish, and these were all bullish. But then if you go back further, the same thing happened in September. It was bullish. What happened in August? Bullish. Yeah, I like our chances. And here's the thing, man. Now that we're going up, I think this 2-day MACD is about to turn green. Which look at this dude. Look at this dude. The lines are right where look at this dude. The lines are right where the MACD turns green. I think we got a shot, man. And we got a green dot on the daily time frame. Actually, we have a double green dot, bullish divergence. Oh, I know I sound like a moon boy, but man, if we get this rally, it's going to be one for the ages. I got to start preparing. I just don't know if we're going to get it. We should. This downtrend is coming up, right? Oh, no, it's not. Maybe we just come back to the trend line at 65K and then go down. Moon juice sleeping out of somewhere. You remember that? Ben Cohen, Jordan Cameron, and Virtual Bacon say you can start buying Bitcoin. Dude, if you're buying Bitcoin now, you have to be prepared to lose 40% of your capital. Maybe 30% of your capital. If you're okay with that, then now is not a bad time. Not financial advice. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but every single on-chain indicator says that's where we're going. Well, I have to stick to the on-chain indicators. The indicators. The indicators. This guy just called me autistic. See how many viewers he gets. Oh, he's got one video. Yeah, he's brain rot. He's like the troll guy. This is it, gentlemen. Best of luck to you all. If we get this relief rally, I already know you guys are going to get excited. I could see it in the chat. Energy's coming back. You guys are getting excited. We didn't even break out yet. Even I'm getting excited. But I'm getting excited because I want it to go up so it crashes. Yeah, damn, we didn't even break the range yet. Oh, I got excited for nothing. I'm a top signal too. Son of a bitch. I actually got excited. I thought we were breaking out. Oh well. Damn, I really thought we broke out. We're just still in the same spot. Damn it, SpongeBob. All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you guys listening to the spiel for the last hour and a half. Actually, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, somehow my brain knows to like stop streaming. I didn't even check the clock. I guess I've been doing it for so long. My brain gets tired. Or not tired, but the hopium wears off, and then I realize I gotta leave. So enjoy your day or your night or wherever you may be. If you live in the United States, enjoy your week. If you don't, enjoy your week as well. We'll be back tomorrow. We're getting close to cracking this code, gentlemen. I think we're going to get it. So stay safe. As always, none of this is financial advice. I appreciate the support. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you soon. Take care.